Hey guys and girls, my name's Alan and today I got some more Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta footage for you to enjoy. So yesterday I uploaded my first ever match and today I'm going to be uploading my second ever match on the beta, open beta. So yesterday I played a TDM on the map Madagascar, which I think already featured in the December beta, which I didn't play. And today I'm going to be playing TDM on the map Rooftops, which I think didn't feature in the December beta, so it's new to me and everyone else as well. So as you can see, it's a nighttime map, and as the name suggests, you do fight a lot on rooftops. And I sort of get like a museum vibe from this map, except this map's a bit smaller than museum. I think museum's a lot bigger, but museum was a lot more open as well. So as you can see, I'm still playing in a party. Myself, Lloydie and Kiki, and well, let's just say that in this game I do quite well. Well, I think from the title you probably already guessed how well I do, but I do quite well. And basically I'm just, I don't know, I don't know if it's because it's beginner's luck, or maybe the people I'm playing against just weren't all that, or maybe I was just having a really good game, but the results speak for itself towards the end. And what I do think is that in the first video I made quite a lot of mistakes. I was meleeing when I was supposed to be reloading. I was swapping weapons when I was supposed to be meleeing, and just it was an absolute cluster. It was terrible. I wasn't reviving when I could have done, and it was just bad. And this one, obviously, I didn't make quite as many rookie mistakes. I still made quite a few. Don't get me wrong, there are still some in there, but I made a lot less. And I think communication with my teammates was a bit better as well. Obviously, in the first one, well, as I said, because we were all kind of fresh to it all, we didn't really know what we were doing. So we were giving out like wrong advice. Well, I was giving out like bad advice and stuff. Whereas in this one, obviously, I'm a bit more up to date with what to do. So performance obviously reflects that. So I covered quite a lot in the first video. Not so much a first impressions video, but like an initial just look at the game mode and how you play it and stuff like that. So in this one I'm just going to talk about other stuff. So I mentioned the in-store like in-match store, sorry, where you can buy the sidekicks and the mystics. So everything in this game now is around about money. So every time you get an assist, or if you get a kill, if you get a confirmed kill, or if you call in a sidekick and the sidekick does work for you, it all earns you cash that you can then spend within the in-game store to buy other upgrades. So while it's a bit weird that you have to think about going to the store, I think in due course it becomes second nature. You'll be visiting the store quite often, and to the point where you'd actually not have enough money to buy stuff because you've been visiting so often. But that's a good thing, because you want to use that money to buy things as soon as you can, or at least to help you out in the match, because there's no point in hoarding it all. You can end the match with 5k in the bank, but that 5k isn't going to do anything. I'm not sure if the money can be used outside of the match to. Well, I'm guessing it's sort of like XP from previous games. So, I mean, you still get the money. It's just money in the game you can also spend in the match store. So there's no point hoarding it. Just spend it when you need it, and obviously don't be cheap, because it can help you win the game, and ultimately that is the goal. So I mean, I don't use the store as much as I could have done or should have done in this match. But again, this is my second match, so I can be forgiven. And this bit here, look on my screen, I was so sure I had that save, but for some reason I didn't, and that's a bit harsh, I think. Yeah, there is a bit of lag in this game. I know it's a stress test, but Uncharted has never really been one for an amazing connection between competitive players, so it's one of those things. And as you can see, that I've bought an RPG, and I've just used the RPG to get me a kill. So don't be afraid to spend, especially if it can help you win. And here, I just walk into the entire enemy team. I think because everyone's sort of new to the game and learning the maps and stuff like that, everyone's sort of sticking together, which is a good thing, because that's how you stay alive, and especially when there's a reviving mechanic in the game. But I get pinned down, seriously pinned down. I managed to take out 1 or 2 players, I think, and then the rest of my team turn up, help me out, and I do get down eventually. But as I said, because now I know to get to my teammates so they can revive me, and obviously they know that if they stay there and I've called out that I'm coming to them, they can sort of just, you know, keep their heads down, maybe put down a bit of suppression fire, and then obviously when I get there they can revive me. So it worked out well there. And again, it's part of learning how to play the game, and eventually everyone's going to get better at this and start doing it on a regular basis. So they've changed the voicing of Flynn. I don't know if that's because the original guy didn't want to do it anymore, or maybe he couldn't do it anymore, or maybe they didn't ask him back. I don't know. I'm probably going to look into that and find out why, because I like Flynn. Well, I like the character anyway. The voicing and everything was really good. This new Flynn, not so much. I mean, it's sort of a... I don't even want to mock him, but it seems like really a bit too comical, whereas the original Flynn was, you know, like, was funny, but in a cynic sort of way, as opposed to this guy always sort of makes a joke about everything. As you can see, treasure drops sort of return, and again, if you pick up treasures equals cash, and cash equals you can spend in store. And also, as you just saw there, if you earn medals, that instead of in Uncharted 3 it was you stack up medals so you can call in a streak, and they were called medal kickbacks. For in this one, medals like kills equals cash, and then obviously you can then buy stuff from the store. And I don't know if you've noticed, but once you bought something from the store once, the next time you buy it again, the price goes up. So I think I can't remember. So basically, it goes up by 25%, I think. I'm not sure entirely, but then it goes up again and again and again and again. So it gets harder to buy stuff. So it also pays to sort of mix up your gameplay a bit. So if you've bought, for example, I bought the RPG earlier. If you buy it once, then it pays to buy something else next time because it'd be cheaper. And here, the reason why I bring up the scoreboard twice is because I was having a conversation with my teammates, and I said, I think I'm on flawless. So I bring up the scoreboard, I am on a flawless. I take a double take and I had to check it again, and it was just funny because I didn't realise I was on a flawless. I know I went down a couple of times, but I didn't realise I was currently on a flawless, so that was quite interesting. And then here, as you see, I've called in my brute sidekick, and I think Kiki also called one in as well. So we had two of those running around. And the thing about sidekicks is, if your team is doing well, and everyone calls in like brutes and all the other sidekicks at the same time, you've effectively doubled the number of players you've got on your team temporarily, and it is mental if you're doing well. If you're doing well and you call them in, then your team can just carry on steamrolling. So it's one of those sort of things where if you've got the momentum, then it sort of carries you to victory. But on the flip side, if you're losing, it's deadly difficult to come back from it. And my nade then just bounced off the very rim of that roof, and it just came back at me. And that's it. So that's the game over. Quite a quick game considering. Me and Kiki absolutely tearing up the scoreboard there. I'm dropping 13 downs, 18 knockouts, and 0 deaths. My first flawless in the Uncharted beta, and only my second match. I wish there was a way I could prove it to you, but it genuinely was just my second match of the evening. Anyway, thanks for watching. Consider dropping a like if you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more footage, I'll be uploading plenty more over the course of the next few days, weeks, possibly months, depending on how unorganised I am. But until then, thanks for watching and take care.